Alright, what's up guys? You already know who I am, so no need for an introduction. A few days ago, I asked you guys on my page to drop your most toxic school memories in the question box, and wow, you really came through. My admin went through all of them, picked out the craziest ones, and sent them over so I can share them with you. My admin even told me that some of these are gonna shock you. The stuff you've probably never seen or heard before. Alright, let's get into the first one. One day, our teacher didn't show up, so we kept slamming our desks on the floor until five of them actually broke. Then we got sent to the principal's office, signed a behavior agreement, and they let us go. How do you manage to break five desks? What were you guys, Bruce Lee or something? And why did they only make you sign a behavior agreement? I remember one time we broke a desk, we were wrestling in class, then we rushed over and swept it with a desk from the classroom, from the other classroom next door, leaving the broken one there and bringing out their good desk back to our class. For the next 2 days, our principal was checking out the security cameras, trying to figure out who broke the desk so they could make them pay for it. In the end, they never found out. Meanwhile, you guys broke five desks and your principal didn't even do anything. You were seriously lucky. Number two, we had this teacher who had a really full mouth. So we wrote a complaint letter to the Board of Education, and less than a week later, they fired him from the school. Thank you, good job. Fired him from the school. We had this teacher named Gaini. He was always calling us names: idiot, dumbass, King Kong, calf, you name it. The funnier thing was the harsher the inside, the insults got, the more we liked the guy. Man, shout out to Mr. Gaini. Good time. Number three. Back during COVID, when we had to wear mask at school, we we'd make the fake porn star moaning sound because the teacher couldn't see our faces. Man, that brings back memories. We used to do that even without mask. Then our teacher would get mad, turn around and go, alright, who the hell called their mom? The moment the teacher said that, one of the students got really offended and actually went up to the teacher to apologize. Bro, why the hell would you rat yourself out like that? Why? Number 4. During exam, they kept playing the call to prayer over the speakers over and over. We got so sick of hearing it that everyone took off one of their shoes and started throwing them at the speaker. We kept hitting it until the speaker finally fell down and broke. But honestly, that wasn't even the worst part. After that, it turned into a complete disaster. All that shoes got mixed up and spent almost 2 hours trying to figure out whose shoe belonged to who. They were like 500 students and every single one had one missing shoe. You guys are way too creative. You guys are way too creative. Back then, we wanted to drown out the call to prayer. We'd just yell and make a bunch of noise. Okay, I gotta admit, your method was very more effective. Number 5. I needed I needed to use the bathroom, but the teacher wouldn't let me go. He said, "Do whatever the hell you want." So I took out my water bottle, peed in it, and left it on his desk. Man, compared to the stuff we did, you guys were on a whole different level. Seriously, your stories are absolutely unhinged. You guys are insane. Number 5. Excuse me, number 6. One time our teacher just kept beating one of the students. He just wouldn't stop. Eventually, the biggest guy in our class had enough. He grabbed the teacher, threw him to the ground, and started punching him left and right. Meanwhile, the rest of us were holding the classroom door shut so nobody could get in and save the teacher. Thank you. Thank you. Man, that just reminded me of something. We used to hold the classroom door shut from the inside so the teacher couldn't get in. The teacher would be on the other side yelling while 4 of us were pushing against the door as hard as we could, making sure he couldn't get in to start the lesson. I didn't remember all the details, but I do remember it got so bad that they had to call the vice principal and couple of the school staff to the help force the door open. And honestly, once they get in, we didn't have a single excuse. We were completely cooked. Oh, you just unlocked a memory. Back then, everyone used to bring their phone to school. Some snitchers tipped off the principal, so one day he randomly walked into our classroom. We didn't even have a teacher at the time. He sat down at the teacher desk and said, "If you've got a phone, put it on the desk right now." Then he repeated himself. Then he repeated himself, "If you had it over yourself, you'll get it back. But if I have to search your bag and find it, you're never getting it back." Well, I had my phone with me that day. The thing is, I was one of the top students and the principal trusted me a lot. He was always praising me, so I was stuck. If I handed over my phone, I felt like I'd lose all his trust. But if I kept it and he searched my bag, there was no way I'd ever see that phone again. I was sitting there thinking, what do I do? Then I thought, screw it. I'm taking the risk. So I kept my phone. I kept my phone, and guess what? Because he trusted me so much, the first he did was call my name and 2 other students. He said, "You there, go wait outside." He sent us out of the classroom and searched everyone else instead. Can you imagine if I'd been dumb enough to hand my phone? Can you imagine if I'd been dumb enough to hand him my phone? Goodbye.